Our talk radio network, the People's Radio Network, a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. Chuck and his wife Diane invested their savings into the future of what Chuck believed would galvanize the talk industry. As a teenager, Chuck started working in radio in Elgin, Illinois. Chuck said he owes his first job in radio to an African-American man at WRMN, Elgin, Illinois, and other local stations circa 1958. He later moved to Chicago to work for the famous Gordon McClendon WYNR 1390 AM, a top 40 radio station at the same time. In 1979, Chuck started in talk radio in Tampa, Florida, WPLP and WNSI, and then moved to 970 WFLA, where Chuck's For the People came together. In the beginning, For the People was a consumer advocacy show, and answered questions that people had with attorneys about wills and estates and property issues. But many doubted Chuck back then because no one was doing it as Chuck did. And then things really began taking off on WFLA. But then something went wrong. Chuck received lots of mail and phone calls, and like a good talk show host he read each one of them on the air, and one really stood out for Chuck. As the story goes, a car dealership was selling lemons to customers throughout the Tampa Bay area and knew about the problems of each vehicle, but chose to sell them anyways with warranties that wouldn't fix the problem it had. So Chuck used his microphone to call them out and was called into the program director's office after the show. Needless to say, the car dealership was an advertiser on WFLA, and Chuck and For the People were asked to leave WFLA. All right, so folks, there you go. You may not have realized, but the Sun Radio Network was born, and then the People's Radio Network born out of WFLA. That's where it all happened. The flagship radio station for the launch of For the People. Wow. And it's going, and believe me, this will be a page turner. And it's an easy format. It'll be cleaned up, but it'll flow very, very nicely, and you'll enjoy it very, very immensely. So I'm asking you, please, right now, if that excites you even more, to go right now to our website, forthepeopleshow.com, and make talk radio at the Telford, the untold story of Chuck Harder, the Clintons, the UAW, and the IRS a reality, so we can get moving and get this going. And we'd like to really get this done by the end of the year. Seriously, this is the goal. That's going to happen, but we need your help to do it. Can you help us? Will you do it? A lot of you already on Facebook said you'd do it, and we appreciate you. ForThePeoplesShow.com is where you can make that donation. Any credit card, and your giving secure online. It's encrypted. We've never had an issue. It's through PayPal. You can use any major credit card or bank card. It's encrypted, and it's safe. We've never had an issue that we've used it. So give securely online. You'll see a little donate button and a little excerpt. You have the title, Talk Radio at the Telford. The Untold Story, and below that there's a little donate button. You click on that. You can put in how much you want to donate at this time. And remember, you can give as much as you want to give at this time, and then more comes in for you, and you want to give more. Some of you are on very fixed incomes, and we get that. Some of you just might be able to do a one-time gift, and that's terrific. We appreciate that. But whatever it is, this will be used for this endeavor and will help us be able to tell the story that America needs to be able to hear. And we're hoping, like shows like Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, because listen, let's face it, Fox News is going to be like our main ally. Brian Kilmeade, these type of people on Fox and Friends, these are the type of programs. I don't know if Glenn Beck will entertain it. Other broadcasters are kind of funny. Can you imagine Rush wanting to do something on this? I mean, it would be cool if he would. I just don't see him doing it. But who knows? But the press release will go out to all those folks and more, and will be open for interviews. And we would love it to be a movie. They make movies about all kinds of things, but it could turn into that from the book. So the book's going to be really, really important. But all the antics, and I got to tell you, There were antics surrounded by cats that came in with the UAW. Geez, you would not believe the insanity around that and the things that they put poor Chuck through when they kicked him off his own radio network when he was forced into becoming a for-profit organization because Hillary Clinton wrote a letter to Frank Joyce of the UAW forcing him off the air, and that's when he wanted to strike an alliance with the UAW with Pat Choate, who ran, as you know, as vice president with Ross Perot. He was involved with all of this, so there was a lot of heavy hitters in from Detroit, from Washington, D.C., and all of this stuff factually will be told on what happened to Chuck Carter, because people ask every day, what happened to Chuck? He was so big. Big government, folks, corrupt government. The Clintons took him out. An 18-year audit per the IRS. Type in silence, Chuck Carter. Yes, that WorldNet Daily will be included in the book as well. You can find that right now, and that's been visited millions of times, literally, online. Folks, $15,000 is our goal. If you have not gone to our website to make a donation, we're asking you to do so right now. We cannot get this going until we receive your donation, so please make a generous donation now, and we appreciate that. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in to For the People. Let your friends know what we're doing. Talk Radio at the Telford, the untold story of Chuck Carter, the Clintons, the UAW, and the IRS. Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.